Goeienaand. Good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And I have to tell you that Norma sent me this very interesting article, so this is a shout out to Norma. It's about ESKOM. Now, before I go into the story about ESKOM, do you remember that fable about the emperor who had no clothes, who went around naked and said, if you can't see my beautiful gowns, then you are idiots or stupid or something like that. And of course, everybody was admiring his beautiful gowns, even though he was naked. Now, ESKOM, it's like the emperor with no clothes on. I'll explain to you why. You know, the issues with ESKOM are to do with the management, Fakamani at the top, corruption. You know, these are all the issues that are actually going on behind the scenes at ESKOM. And one of the big issues they have is they're not paying contractors, which is why, some of their power stations are falling over because contractors are going off the job. So what do ESKOM do to relieve the situation? You won't believe this, but they're going to get rid of over 1,000 white, highly qualified engineers because of BEE. Yep, you heard me right. So, you know, we used to talk about, will the last white person in South Africa turn off the lights? I don't think you'll have to bother. I don't think there'll be electricity very shortly. I'll read you the article. Okay, Johannesburg. ESKOM has to reduce the number of white engineers by 1,081 and white artisans by 2,179 in order to comply with strict new government requirements, according to a report by specialist labour writer Jan de Lange in the Sunday newspaper report. The new directive requires embattled ESKOM, the best performing public enterprise in the affirmative action race, to ensure that these two key job categories become completely reflective of the national and regional demographic by 2020. So this year they've got to get rid of over 3,000 skilled white labourers who work at ESKOM. Currently, some 6,530 people, of whom 30% or 1,786 are white, currently occupy professional and mid-management positions at ESKOM. These are mostly engineers, and they're the ones who are probably keeping ESKOM running, to be quite frank. 1,081 white employees in these categories, where 70.6% of employees are currently black, need to be shed until just 705 remain. A top ESKOM manager who told Report 2 years ago ESKOM was transforming too rapidly said on Saturday, "It will be a catastrophe if our affirmative action targets now lead to the estrangement of people whose skill we need." I mean, you can't make this shit up. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, and have a good evening. Bye.